Neon flicker on a dusty frame, same cracked mirror, same old name. He stares down into the amber glass, sees her face float up from the past. Door swings open, cool night air, soft perfume cuts through the stale in there. Red dress shimmer, long dark hair. Every lonesome fool just stops to stare. Is that you, honey, walking through the years? Or just a stranger wiping off my tears? For a heartbeat I can't tell the time apart. You're a brand new face on an old broke heart. If I close my eyes, you fit just right in the empty space by my side tonight. Temptation feels like mercy in the dark, on a bar stool built of whiskey, ghost, and sparks. She sits one stool and a breath away, says you look like you've seen better days. He laughs once low like a worn out gate, says I'm just early for Judgment Day. Her glass catches every colored light, like the ring he pawned one bitter night. Her smile trembles in the smoky room, half wildflower, half wrecking bloom. Is that you, honey, walking through the years? Or just a stranger wiping off my tears? For a heartbeat I can't tell the time apart. You're a brand new face on an old broke heart. If I close my eyes, you fit just right in the empty space by my side tonight. Temptation feels like mercy in the dark, on a bar stool built of whiskey, ghosts, and sparks. He could call her darling just to hear it land, let her soft hand cover that old tan line on his hand. But every sweet mistake still tastes the same, sugar on the rim of a losing game. Is that you, honey, walking through the years? Or just a stranger wiping off my tears? For a heartbeat I can't tell the time apart. You're a brand new face on an old broke heart. If I close my smoke-stained ceiling, one flickering sign. Same four old-timers telling the same warm lines. Pool balls colliding like years that just missed. Boots on the bar rail, cheap whiskey on my lips. Door swings open, conversation drops. Heels tap the sawdust like they're lost in this truck stop. Black dress in a brown world, pearls against her wrist. Every head turns, but I swear she don't notice it. What's she doing in a place like this? Porcelain, a cupboard full of rusted tin. Too sharp for the shadows, too soft for the fists. What's she doing in a place like this? Beauty in a graveyard, looking out of place, and yet I can't look away, and I ain't ever gonna forget. She orders red wine, they offer her beer. She smiles that small smile, says I'm just passing through here. Maps folded in her handbag, city on her skin. A lifetime of heartache trapped in my denim grin. I study her fingers wrapped round that glass. No ring, just a restlessness I recognize fast. Wanna say you lost, wanna say I was too, but the jukebox starts crying and my courage stays glued. What's she doing in a place like this? Polished in a room full of chip regrets. Too bright for the neon, too clean for the grill. What's she doing in a place like this? A question in a chapter that fate never lets me read. I just steal a glance, like a thief who never pleads. She checks her watch, pays in quiet cash, yeah. Leaves half a glass of Bordeaux in the puddle of ash. Door size closed, air rushes in, and all of us old ghosts go back to pretending. Well, what's she doing in a place like this? A Sunday dress drifting through a Friday mess. Left a little silence where the cursing used to sit. What was she doing in a place like this? Now it's just a story I tell when the nights get thin. How I watched an angel and never let her in. Stool by the jukebox, same smoke, same sign. Somewhere she's a stranger on some other line. I lift my glass to the one that I missed in that unanswered question. In a place like this. sitting there in that old print dress, faded blue on a barroom chair. Deep line of her collar like a quiet dare, but she ain't trying to turn no heads. Her hair pulled back in a simple knot, old world grace in a neon glow. She stirs her drink, taking it slow, like she's got all the time locked door. It's too late to fall, but I'm falling in this worn out skin I wear like a stain. I swore off hearts, swore off talking, said I'd ride alone, just me and my blame. Now one look from her cut straight through it all. Lord, it's too late to fall, but I'm falling anyway. These hands got maps of the miles I've burned. Every scar's got a woman's name. I told myself I was done with that game, just whiskey cards and quiet returns. Then her eyes catch mine like a second chance. Turn away, then they circle back. There's a whole conversation in the space we lack, and a lifetime leaning in that grass. It's too late to fall, but I'm falling like a fool who should know his place. She don't even smile, just holds my gaze, and it hits me harder than an embrace. Yeah, I built these walls 10 stories tall, swore it's too late to fall, but I'm falling anyway. What did you say when your voice gave out years before tonight? Every almost love turned into a taillight in the night. So I tip my hat to the empty air, sip my drink, and I just sit there, praying she can't see the storm in me across that room. It's too late to fall, but I'm falling with a quiet I can't explain. Every heartbeat slow, every memory loud, every lost I love you calling my name. If I stand, if I walk, if I say nothing at all, it's still too late to fall, but I'm falling anyway. She looks down once, then looks back up, like she almost spoke my name. I tip my glass, she lifts hers too, and that's where it all remains. Some love shows up when the light's near gone, when your boots feel too old to stay, too late to fall. But I'm falling as she finally looks away. Old boots on the rail, same stool, same stale smoke, counting halos in the neon of every hurt I never spoke. Whiskey stains my fingers like the years stained up my name. I stir the ice, watch it circle round and round the same old blame. She slides in on the next bar stool, silk dress from another time, red lips on a paper straw, laugh lines not yet defined. Says, you look like you've seen some things, with a half smile, soft and slow. I shrug, say, just a little weather, but my chest starts to glow. You're too young to know this kind of quiet, the kind that sets up camp behind your eyes. Too bright to be sitting in my twilight, too kind to be tangled in my life. But you woke up something I buried out back by a fence post under old romance, and it hurts in a way that feels like mercy for a man who's long outlived his chance. Her perfume cuts through the jukebox, cheap cologne and yesterday's rain. She asks if I come here often, I just laugh at my own refrain. I see faces in her questions, girls I left, rings I sold. She reaches out, touches my knuckles, says, your hands, they look so old. I picture her in 20 years, different bar, same cloudy glass. Will she sit where I'm now sitting, haunted by a younger past? I wanna warn her, wanna hold her, wanna stand and let this pass. Oh, but my boots feel made of stories, too heavy to outlast. You're too young to know this kind of quiet, every joke is just a sheet. too soft for the weight I carry, too clean for this busted up field. But you woke up something I buried out back in a coffee can, marked second chance. Now it shakes like change in a poor man's pocket, to the rhythm of an almost dance. So I pay my tab, tip the tender, say go find yourself some light. I nod to her, tip my hat brim, try to walk out of the night. But that low-cut ghost in vintage velvet will be with me every time I drink. An impossible kind of comfort, too close for a man who's had too long to think. Boots on the rail, same old stool, same stale Joe. Watching the door like I always do at smoke. And she walks in, scarlet dress, Sunday spine. Necklace catching every dusty beam of time. Oh, she moves like trouble, slow and sure, high-heeled grace, too young to know the cost, written in these lines on my face. I could buy her a drink, pretend I still break all the rules, but it's too late to be that fool. Yeah, it's too late to be that fool. She don't look around, smile soft at the bar, orders something sweet, tips like she's already a star. Gold on her wrist, but her eyes say she runs alone. She's every road I took before I found home. Oh, she moves like trouble, slow and sure, high-heeled grace, too young to know the cost, written in these lines on my face. I could buy her a drink, pretend I still break all the rules, but it's too late to be that fool. Yeah, it's too late to be that fool. Once I was fire, burning nights down two at a time. Now I'm the quiet choir, humming hymns to staying in line. Yeah, desire's still a whisper, but wisdom's got a louder tune. So I tip my hat, turn back to my empty glass and the moon. Oh, she moves like trouble, slow and sure, high-heeled grace. She's a door I won't walk through, just a ghost of my younger days. I could buy her a drink, pretend I still break all the rules, but it's too late to be that fool. Yeah,
too late to be that fool.